She watched her head snap back, protecting the full force of the roundhouse kick with her face as the 8-year-old stood on the couch behind her mommy, her daddy now the enemy, coming for her. Walking to the store, wearing her shame beneath the dark glasses, she looked up at her mother's disfigured eye, taking the blame. The kick was meant for her. What a coward to run. Her face was never the same. "Stay down," he commanded on her sixth punch to the ground, little ones in their rooms left to imagine the horrors taking place again, praying for Mommy not to get back up. "Please, he'll hit you again." This monster known as Dad was angry. What a smooth talker, a slick fucking bastard, beat her down to this alcoholic, drug-addicted woman with mental illness in less than 14 years and no faster, turn her kids against her with promises of change, gifts, and now coaching the softball team. This is how a parent acts, ice cream cones and martial arts, brushing the tangles from our long, beautiful locks. Not this shell of a woman who wakes in her puke, eyes full of hurt, distant and accusing. Always gentle, always protective, always taking the brunt of the hits he projected his anger on, his abyss of insecurities. Once a baby slapped down in a crib by his own daddy, forgotten by his mother, given to his grandparents, he grew to hate women. His one of 19 stepmothers made sure, sneaking into his room, pleasures galore. "This is what a real man does, baby, lick it some more." All of 15 and found out by the man who had beat his small son in the crib he would stand in. Waiting for love, waiting for comfort, maybe a hug. Now he has got something legit to hate him for. Fucking my wife, hit the fucking door. Where's your compassion, Daddy? We all watched as our mother, his wife, left from our home. 2 fucking trash bags were her suitcase. Not even her childhood photos was she allowed to own. She ran through her family, neighbors, and friends. They weren't able to handle the monster she now is. Addicted to drugs, PTSD, depression, and schizophrenia set in too deep. The price she paid for protecting her kids, being raped in the streets, beaten by the sun, stolen from, abused, nowhere to run. They call her crazy. Their eyes give away their fear when she talks about the new threat to her children she holds dear. The broadcasting messages into her head, the television tells her kids are all dead, the voices tell her they are all in prostitution. 20 years now she's been in this prison. And still she fights the abyss, the reality that swallows her, the scars on her wrist, proof of battles lost but a war not over. This Valkyrie I call my mother, this bitch is one tough motherfucker. The lessons she taught in actions and not words spoke more to my heart than any book could have done. I've got your blood running through my veins, your lessons scarred in my pain. At 8 years old, I stood up to that man, kicked him in the fucking balls, and I ran, and you protected me. Another lesson in Valkyrie, getting back up, refusing his disgrace in the face of the punches, pummeling your face. And years later, Daddy found Jesus. Oh, sweet Jesus, the protector of the sinner. Covered in Jesus' blood, Daddy's absolved from all the destruction he's caused. He owes no apologies. He's forgiven, and he's free from the guilt, wiped clean from the sin. I love you and hate you conflicted. I see that little boy because I was that little girl, but he's shadowed by the monster who tried to destroy my mother but never succeeded. Look into my eyes. They renamed me Compassion Lifelake, who is also known as Kali, and she makes men fucking quake. I stand in the gap of the wounded and hurt, but the compassion I felt for that boy no longer makes my heart jerk. Now, dissolved in the blink of the sun, when you told my beloved, who put his hands on me, the same I would have done. The difference between you two is vast and wide. When he hit me, a piece of his fucking soul died. He apologized, took the blame, stood like a man, and to his kids he explained, it's never okay to hit another, especially the woman I love who is your mother. Please, my dear loves, learn this lesson. There is nothing your mother could do to deserve being less than and attacked. The anger was mine. I am to blame. Please forgive me. I will live my lifetime never making the same mistakes, but making this right. But you're covered in the blood, justified by what you see is right. You're diseased. You're sick. At 6'1", you stand so small in your perception, your warped sense of mind hiding behind your Jesus for protection. Even telling me you should have killed me when you had the chance didn't hurt as much as knowing everything you've done you don't give one sorry fuck for. I will no more romance the idea that you are sorry. The drugs are gone, the alcohol is gone, your daddy's gone, and with Jesus you stand in your filthy rags, projecting a false sense of righteousness you have never had. You see, Daddy, I'm not your forgetful God. I know who you are. It was my mother's blood who gave me the courage to kick you in the balls, and now I know it was yours who gave me the desire to run and hide behind the walls. Thank you for listening.